Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we explain how to correctly install and use the File Manager. The File Manager is a very powerful file manager for the Windows operating system. It can be used to quickly copy, edit, archive, or do all sorts of operations with files. It can significantly speed up your daily tasks. Just a small example, over here you can see my C drive. You can see all the files and folders, and I can use my arrow keys to navigate. I can quickly select the files, copy them, do all sorts of things. On the other hand, you can see, for example, my C program files folder. I will explain how to use this program later on in this video tutorial. However, for the time being, let's briefly introduce File Manager. Those of you who are born in, for example, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, you might remember the Norton Commander. That is before the era of Windows, before the era of graphics user interface. People were using Microsoft DOS, and they used something called Norton Commander. Well, the File Manager is maybe the best clone of the Norton Commander. That is, those of you who still would like to use something similar to Norton Commander, you should try the File Manager. It's very powerful, and you cannot believe how many things you can do. And on the other hand, Windows Explorer is kind of limiting. You cannot quickly copy, paste files, do all sorts of things with Windows Commander. For that purpose, I created this video tutorial to explain you how to use the File Manager. Okay, so let's start with installation. First of all, go to this website, that is, go to the filemanager.com, and then click on download. Over here you need to select the proper version. In my case, I have x64 architecture, that is, I have a standard PC computer with Windows 11, and click on MSI over here. On the other hand, if you have some other architecture, you can also use other option. So click here, MSI, and then the file will be downloaded. After the file is downloaded, go over here and then run it or open it, and then click on next, then accept the license agreement, and over here I'm going to install for everyone on this machine. Click on next, click on next, click on next, and let's install it. And just be patient. It's going to take maybe like 15-20 seconds to install this program. Okay, so let's wait, and that's it. Now you can either click here to launch it, or you can do something else, as I will show you later on. And here you are. Before we explain how to use this amazing program, let me first show you two important things. First of all, I'm going to press Alt F4 to exit. Then, if you want to start it from desktop, you can simply click here and search for File Manager. Or you can type over here and File Manager will appear, and you can start it like this. This is one way of starting File Manager. However, sometimes people would like to start File Manager from command line. So let's try to do that. So if you click here, if you type command prompt or CMD, if you click here, you will be in the Windows command prompt. If you type file, nothing will happen. This is because file is not added to your system path. So let's learn how to do that. Well, first of all, I will close this, then I will click here and then again search file, and then don't click on this icon, do basically right click and click on open file location, and you will see that location is over here. However, this is just a shortcut. Now do the right click and click on properties over here, and you will see where the target is. The target is in the File Manager folder. So copy this part over here, simply copy, then click here and search for edit environment variables or edit environment variables for your account. Click here, and then over here you need to find the path options. Here's the path. So click here, double click, and over here paste, and simply paste this path. Click OK, click OK, click OK once more, and now let's try to test it. If you go now here, you type command prompt, you will be able to just type file, and you will be able to open and use the File Manager. Next, I will explain how to use the file manager. For those of you who are used to Norton Commander or who remember Norton Commander, the basic principles are the same and almost all commands are the same. Okay, so let's first see what do we see on the left side and what do we see on the right side. Basically on the left side we can see a folder called File Manager inside of the program files on your C drive. If you press Tab, you will be in the other window where you can also see C Program Manager, File Manager. What's the convenience and what's the purpose of having two windows and skipping between them? Well, you can simply compare two folders or you can simply copy files from one folder to another. Then you can use arrows to move up or down. If you want to go one layer up, then you will click here and now you can see that you are in the program files. On the other hand, if you want to go back to your C drive, you will again click here and you will see all the files and folders on your C drive. A nice thing about this program is that you can also see even some hidden files and folders. You can see a bunch of things that you usually don't see in the Windows Explorer. Next, let's explain basic things. First of all, here in my C drive, I'm going to create a new folder. To do that, first notice this menu over here. If you press any of F buttons, that is, if you press F1, you will get help. If you press escape, you will get out. Then if you press, for example, F5, you will copy file or folder, don't do that. And you'll see other things. If you press F8, you will delete, so be careful, don't do this. For the time being, press F7 and then here you can specify the name of the folder. So for example, you can call the folder new folder. You can also specify link and target, which we don't want to do, and you can click even OK or press enter. Now let's go to the new folder. Inside of this folder, we can create files, we can copy files, and let's go over these basic operations. To create a new file, simply press Shift and press F4. As you can see over here, once I press Shift, the menu changes and you will see Edit 4, which means F4. Then let's call the file over here as test file 1. And then let's click OK and you will see over here a simple editor where you can start editing. Here's my new file, for example. And then to save this file, you can simply press F2. To quit, F4. And here's our new file. Let's create another file. Again, Shift F4 to edit. Let's call the second file as testfile.txt. Let's enter something. And then let's press F4 and let's save this file. And let's create another file by again, Shift F4 and call this file, for example, like this. And let's get out. Again, F4 and let's save. Now we have 3 files. On the other hand, press Tab here. Then go again to your C drive and over here press F7 to create another folder. I will call it as a new folder 2. Then let's navigate to this new folder by just clicking like this. And then let me show you how to copy files and folders. If you press Tab, you will be back over here. And now if you press F5, you will be able to copy this file to a different folder. Note over here that since this other menu over here or window is active, the copying path, or better to say the destination path, will be over here. So if I simply select the file and press F5, press enter, I will be able to copy it. And here's the file. Very easy, right? How about copying several files at the same time? Not a big deal. But before we do that, let's just go over here and let's explain how to erase the file. To do that, simply either you need to press F8 and click on OK and the file is erased or moved to the recycle bin. Now if you go back here, if you press space, you will be able to select the files, or actually you need to press Shift. So I have to correct myself. So if you press and hold Shift and move down, you will be able to select many files. Here 3 files, and if I press F5, I will be able to copy these files to this new folder over here, which is really interesting, right? And easy to use. Now if you want to erase the files, you can either click here or press Tab, and then you can simply do this. Again, Shift, hold Shift, let me show you again, to select or deselect start from where you want to do, press and hold Shift and select the files, then simply press F8 to erase the files and then move to the recycle bin. Simple as that, nothing special. Next, I will explain how to compress this folder. To do that, simply again, Shift and go down, you selected all the files, then what you can do over here, you can simply do the right mouse click, and then over here you can click on Send to, or you can click on 7-zip. So if you click on Send Z, you can click on Compress Zip Folder, and you will see that you are able to zip all the files. Now you can access this archive by simply pressing Enter, and you're now inside. A nice thing is that you can simply select this file, press F5, and they'll be automatically extracted and copied to this folder. Now let me erase again by selecting this, then F8, and move to recycle bin. If I go here and if I go back, here I am, and let's erase this zipped file by again hovering over it and pressing F8 to delete and click Move, and that's it. Next, let's learn how to rename the files. To rename the files, you will simply need to select the file, then press Shift, and over here you will see that we need to press F6. So let's press F6 and let's rename the file, for example, to this name. And you can see right now that the file is being renamed. Again, if you want to edit this file, you simply need to press F4 and you can enter something very quickly, and then you can press F4 to exit and press Yes. It's really, really nice. To get help, you need to press F1, right? And you can learn how to use this program more thoroughly. Then, if you press F2, the main menu will appear. On the other hand, if you, for example, press F9, this menu will appear. And then here in this menu, you can either use mouse or arrow keys to select the things that you want to see. For example, you can see all sorts of commands, you can see the shortcuts, you can see all sorts of things. Another nice thing is that you can also apply a command, you can get the file attributes, you can do all sorts of things. So now if I want to do, for example, if I press here and I press Control and then A, I can actually change the attributes. I can change read-only, archive, hidden, system, compressed, all sorts of things. And you can see the statistics and you can see a lot of things that are usually not shown in Windows. Next, I will show you a few interesting things about File Manager. Now let's go up one layer and let's go, for example, to any of the folders. And let's say that you want to basically select only individual files or folders. To do that, you simply need to use the Insert key. So if I now press Insert, this file is selected, then I can press Insert again to select this file, then again I press Enter to select this file, this file, this file, and then you can do all sorts of things. You can copy them, you can paste them, you can do a bunch of things. You can even erase the folders by just typing F8. So to summarize, you have several menus. The first menu is this menu over here. You can simply press from F1 to F12 to get options. Now if you press Control, you will see other options, right? If you press Alt, you see another set of options. For example, if you want to find a file or folder, you will press Alt and then F7, and then you will search the folder. For example, let's search for the folder called or file test, and then you can use the asterisk keys and you can press Enter, and let's see what will happen. Now everything is being searched. I just need to add everything, and you can see how the things are being searched. Your whole computer is being searched, and you will see here the results while these things are being searched. It's super, super powerful. I'm really impressed by this file manager, since if you get proficient with that, you can perform operations much quicker than using, for example, Windows Explorer or a similar program. And then let's now stop and let's cancel this since we don't need it. Very, very nice. Next, I will explain how to change drives in File Manager. To do that, press Alt and press F1. and you can change the drives. For example, if you want to go to your D drive, you will simply type this. So if you're going to want to go back to your C drive, again, Alt F1, press it like this, and you're here. Next, here's another interesting thing. If you press and hold Control, and then if you do F1, you will be able to get to the command line directly. And on the other side, you will see another window, which is super easy. To go back, Control F1, you will see again, or if you want to do on the right side, Control F2, and you will see what's happening there. And then Control F2, and that's it. Simple as that. So again, Control brings a new menu, Alt gives a new menu, and it will take some time for you to adjust. If you, for example, want to get the history, press Alt and do F8, and you'll see the history or the command line history. Okay, that's all for today, and this was enough for you to start using and learning the file manager. See you in the next video tutorial.